very successful. Let's talk about the Prelude. Oh, I'm sorry. Me and gadgets don't get along very well. Let's talk about the Prelude a little bit, and maybe by extension Shostakovich in general. I wonder what instruments you hear in this Prelude. What comes to mind when you play this?
I hear mostly strings.
Strings. That's I kind of thought it'd be strings, and see, I don't know. For me, it's perhaps not as string oriented. Perhaps maybe a brass or winds, or in general, I think of Shostakovich as not particularly romantic in the traditional sense. Even when he writes lyrically, I think of him perhaps a bit more sardonic. You know, and this, after all, is Prelude and Fugue. He emulates Bach, you know, the pre-classical. And I just wonder if perhaps you might explore expressivity, but in a more sardonic vein. Yeah, still play with meaning and expression, but in terms of maybe less romantic, which would mean watch the rubatos, that you might want to use them sparingly, and perhaps watch also the pedal. Okay, so for instance, here's one way to play. Legato and with a lot of meaning, but let's try now. Let's think perhaps a bit more classical. Yeah. Relax. Yeah, keep direct. Yeah, but if you go, that again conveys a little bit more, you know, Schumann. You know, yeah. So let's try to really play in tempo once. Yeah, you might feel a bit straitjacketed, and you might decide you don't like it. You can always change it later. But let's try. Yeah, that was much better. Make sure that you relax. Yeah. Lest you get the treatment, right? Yeah. Remember, when you want to be more intense, it doesn't mean more physically tense. Yeah? Okay. Just relax. Very good sound you're getting, though. I'm really convinced by that. I don't know if you buy it, but it's less string writing. You see, and also by perhaps not taking too much impulse on each accent, I hear now longer units. I hear bum bum bum. Before I heard bum bum. You know, so longer units. Which way do you prefer? Versus the first way is second way Second way, why?
Because the notes are clear.
Right. So it's the pedal. You see? Again, if we're going to try this more classical, more sardonic approach, not overly sentimental, yeah, just more crisp, make sure that the pedal is used for color only, but not in between, especially when you have stepwise motion. So I want to keep them clear. Good. Let's go from anywhere. Okay, yeah, good, good. So now we have pedal legato. Yeah? Can you play without pedal? I mean, I'm sorry, we have a left hand legato. Can you play one without pedal? Left hand only, just left hand. Okay, now how would you make it more legato? Yeah, 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 you could try that, especially if you let your thumb really loose and the fifth, fourth finger connect. Yeah, that's just an alternative way to think of them. But because then, if you connect to your fingers, you have to rely less on pedal. Try one more time, left hand. Okay, now you can still use pedal if you want, but not to connect them necessarily. Yeah, you can use it for color, but not to connect. Okay, now you can use pedal. Right, you see, the essence of true legato then. True legato is, whenever possible, using finger connection. Yeah? And the pedal comes for color. Sometimes it won't be possible. If you have, we can't connect, then use pedal. Good. There is a very interesting marking here in the Prelude. It's pianissimo, and he marks maestoso. You know, play that for us once from the pianissimo maestoso. Yeah, yeah. What do we make of it? Isn't this a weird kind of marking? Maestoso, but in pianissimo. I mean, I'm not used to that kind of marking. I'm used to maestoso. You know, what do you make of that?
I think maybe it's like something far away.
Okay, yeah, yeah, perhaps, yeah, from far away. Obviously, it has nothing to do with volume. For me, it also has to do, this is going out on a limb, but perhaps with rhythm. Perhaps the maestoso has to do with boom,